I'm Mike Stevens with Snowplow News, talking with Brian Ivey, our meteorologist, about things that we all think about and nobody ever asks because, well, it's one of these things that we sometimes don't know the answer. So how much snow are we going to get this next winter? And when's the first time that we actually get data that you as a meteorologist can act upon? So Brian, we're looking at that every single year. When's the first time that we can get actionable data on your end as a meteorologist?
Yeah, I think that's one of the common questions that people are like, hey, how much snow are we getting? Is it going to be heavy during the early portion of the year? Is it going to be the later portion of the year? Are we looking at a La Nina and El Nino? And
right.
That's kind of where you want to steer people into that direction, is about the trend. What's going on in the atmosphere? What's going on in the ocean? How does that affect different areas of the world?
Okay.
You can't really look into Milwaukee's getting this, New York City's getting this,
right.
Chicago's getting this. Anywhere, even I'd say within a couple of months or so out, trying to get that specific, you're just setting yourself up for failure. So if you're getting that type of specific information from a certain provider, take it with a grain of salt.
Okay.
But that general trend of like, okay, these ocean patterns are lining up like this, these atmospheric patterns are lining up like this, we know based off that it correlates with typically above average snow or below average cold. And you kind of can just work it like that for at least during the summertime, and then try to get a little bit more once you get towards the fall.
When it comes to time of year that we can see data that means something, so in some cases, parts of the US and Canada are getting snow in August and September. But when we talk about our major cities in the East Coast, that's usually where we get most of the questions coming from. If we're going to go from Illinois east, they want to know, contractors, facilities managers, all want to know how much snow, or what the trend is, as you say. So what's the time to look at this? Is it September, October from a meteorologist standpoint?
Yeah, I would say before September, there's very little accuracy besides just a very, very general trend, which I don't think really provides much value at that point. Right. It gets more into September and October and November, where you can start to say, hey, these patterns typically favor an early winter. A lot of times this will be late November, early December when you start getting into some big snows. You got to prepare early. Like that's very helpful if they know that they need to be able to get that equipment ready maybe earlier than normal versus, hey, we can keep landscaping into December.
So then for the serious contractor who needs to know day to day and hour by hour, then a service would be the right solution?
Yeah, I think I can't see any circumstance where having a weather service wouldn't be helpful. It's weather. It's an inexact science. You're not going to be right 9 out of 10 times sometimes, but if it's 7 out of 10, if it's 8 out of 10 compared to weather apps, compared to television, they're right maybe 4 or 5, 6 out of 10. So when you average things out over the course of a winter season, and especially over the course of a few years with a company, you're going to be winning compared to your competition that doesn't have a weather service.
So if your business depends on snow, and like I say all the time, snow is different from lawn and garden. If the grass is growing tomorrow, we can still cut it. The snow's got to be taken care of right away. And so that's where having that pinpoint accuracy to when the snow is coming makes perfect sense.
It's huge.
Right?
Yeah, from an app, from TV, you're getting, hey, it's going to snow this afternoon. From a weather service, you're getting between 2 and 3 p.m. it's going to start snowing.
Right.
So you're not putting crews out there 2-3 hours early and they're just sitting in an idling truck. You're wasting gas. You're wasting the labor time for them.
Right.
Or vice versa. Oh, okay, it might come by late afternoon. All right, cool. You don't have to come in until late afternoon. Well, the weather service is going to be able to say, nope, it's starting early. You got to be ready by 2 o'clock.
Right.
Where if you're just relying on other type of data that's based on just pure computer models, no human input, it's more of an educated guess. I mean, you're going to just miss out, and it's going to be more stressful.
Yeah, and who wants more stress?
I would hope nobody. I mean, that's just besides saving money, right?
Right, exactly. Yes, save the gray hair. So, Brian, thank you for your time. Thank you for your insight.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Much appreciated,
You bet.
absolutely.